Whether we need or we do not need, the establishment is there. But for me, I agree that yes, we need. We're also canvassing for specialized courts. There has been this argument that we should have specialized courts to the extent of corrupt offences or related offences.
So they can be tried speedily.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly. Rather than this prolonged trial and some persons, the public may be losing confidence on that procedure because it takes years. Look at the case of Carlo, former governor of Abia State. How long it took for the trial to proceed up till it got to the Supreme Court because of some technical hitches, and it was set free. So if you are to have some specialized courts like the National Industrial Court that deals on employment, employer-employee relationship, that within some few months, those cases are decided.
Let's even go to Ekiti State, for instance.
Yes.
During Fayoshe's time, the EFCC investigated him, but they did not have, in my opinion, enough proof to see that matter through. And the same with as many governors. And I'm happy you brought Ojo's or Kalu's situation as reference. That matter was thrown out on technicalities. So these are the issues.
Kalada, I will not want us to look into whether or not the EFCC diligently prosecute their matters.
Okay.
As to the weight of evidence that they present.
Okay.
You see in some certain cases, EFCC secure convictions of the alleged defendants, criminals, right? But in some cases, you see themselves wanting in the evidence that they present. Let's not question those things because it will reveal some certain things that.
But that's why we're here. We're here to question things.
If we question some of those things and bring it to the public, which I believe most persons, especially those in the system, are aware of the ills, corruption that we talk about. I asked a question in one of my handles and I said, who probes the corrupt institutions?
So you see, this brings me to my next question, because you have just alleged that the EFCC may also be corrupt.
It is an institution in Nigeria, and no institution in Nigeria
is free from corruption.
It's free. None can stand tall.
Okay. Let's come to River State now.
Yes.
The case of River State, does it not yet again make for an argument against the EFCC? 2007 up till now, that's how many years? Someone help me with the mathematics. And we've not been able to investigate it, so to say. There have been talks about misappropriation of funds, not just by one, but several of the governors who have ruled River State or who have been in the helm of affairs in River State, if not all of them, right? The last time we saw EFCC make an attempt was during Wike's administration, and the current governor was in the mix, of all of that. Now, the question then is, with that perpetual injunction, don't you think other states will try to attempt to do that? And if they do, it then once again limits the powers, which we still will talk about, of the EFCC.
Canada, for whatever that transpired into the then government of Odili securing that perpetual injunction restraining the EFCC from looking into the books, financial records of River State. Let's leave it to them. But my only query is that why has the EFCC refused to carry on an appeal over that judgment?
I thought we say in law that there's a time duration for an appeal.
There is a time provided within which you are to appeal, but even when the times are elapses, you can bring an application to seek the leave of court to appeal that judgment. The worst thing that will happen to you is that you will pay default fees for filing it out of time. Once you bring a reasonable application with the cogent reasons why the court should grant you leave to extend time within which you can appeal a particular judgment, the court will do so.
So you're saying the FCC is intentionally not?
I will not say intentionally. I'm questioning why has the EFCC, when they came sometimes in 2022, 23, prior to the general elections, talking about the present governor as to whether or not some monies were withdrawn direct from counter, and he said he acted on the authorities of the superior. Then the question as to the defense of River State governor, then now Minister of FCC, is that until that order is vacated, the EFCC does not have the powers to look into the financial record of Rivers State. Canada, what is stopping the EFCC from taking steps to see how that order can be lifted? How was that order gotten in the first place? Was the EFCC part of that procedure? Did they even enter a defense in that school, in that proceedings?
Yeah.
Or it was a consent judgment? Those are the questions that we should be interrogating and let EFCC answer. It is the EFCC that will come out clean to say, yes, as at the time when these proceedings were instituted, these were the facts, these were the role we played, and this was what the court found. And having found we are dissatisfied with the judgment of court, these are also the steps that we have taken to vacate that decisions of court. But the EFCC is like looking the other way when the constitutional responsibilities placed on them has been taken away by a court of law. So for how long can we have someone spend the resources, the monies of the state, and no one should ask questions, even the institutions of government that by law have been saddled with the responsibility to do so? EFCC has some explanations to make.
All right. Israel from Awuda, welcome, Israel. Let's get talking.
Yeah. Good day, my brother.
I greet you. Welcome.
The local government chairman, so many persons of this local government chairman, they were unable to do tangible things in their local government.
All right.
But EFCC knew quite all right, and they refused to go to them. These people cannot give account of stewardship in their duty. And even some of the people in the House of Assembly, they did nothing.
All right, Israel, I've got to go.
And EFCC cannot go after them. So EFCC have a lot of job to do.
Local government is a subunit of the state. Ordinarily, if you are to talk about true federalism, then time will not allow us to discuss further. Monies that are within, if local government would spend their monies within the shores of Nigeria, EFCC will not have that powers to investigate them. It is when
within the shores.
Within the shores of Nigeria, yes.
Within or outside?
Within. It is when that money is somehow taken outside. That's why
okay.
I will refer us to Section 6. If you permit me, let me squeeze in some time. The Section 6 talks about the functions of the commission, the enforcement and the administration of the provisions of the Act. The B part of it, investigation of all financial crimes, including advance fee fraud, money laundering. That is what the local government, so long as they have activities.
But misappropriation of fund.
Local government laws are regulated by state law.
So you're saying in Rivers State, the local governments are covered by perpetual injunction?
The perpetual injunction covers the activities of Rivers State financial records.
I have to laugh, I'm sorry.
It is funny, but it's sad.
Very sad.
Sad for development.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is. So you're saying, oh my, we shouldn't have said this on air because, we shouldn't have said, but that's the much we can take. Living Jamala, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure having you here.
So you're saying it covers the local government? I want to hear it one more time. It covers the local government.
The act, the order,
the perpetual injunction.
The perpetual injunction prevents the EFCC from looking into financial records and dealings of Rivers State. Local government of the 23 local governments of Rivers State.
Interesting.